tutorial, I will be showing you how you can find the volume of any sort of pyramid using matrices. Let's first have a look at how we can put this information into good use. Imagine that there is this company that wants to build a store on this piece of land, but there is this enormous mound of dirt that's blocking them. So they go to construction people and ask for a price to remove this amount of dirt. The construction people asks for $1 million. The company wants to find out if it is worth it, so they want to see exactly how much dirt is this. How will they find the volume of this enormous pile of dirt? As you can see, first somebody goes to the top and then they find these points. They go to the top and look down, they can see some points. The person on top tells the person on the bottom to walk to one of the points with a GPS. The person with the GPS writes down the coordinates. The GPS will give us 3 coordinates: the X coordinate, the Y coordinate, and the Z coordinate. The Z coordinate is the elevation, so it's how much or how less it is below or above sea level. Then the person on top tells that person on the bottom to walk to the next point, and he writes down the coordinates, and he goes around writing down all the coordinates. The more points we get, the more accurate it would be. Finally, he climbs to the top and gets the coordinate of the top point here. Here, we have these imaginary coordinates. We have point 1, it's 2, 2, 2, and all the way to here. On the top, it's 4, 3, and this Z coordinate is large because this is way above the other points for the elevation. Let's first see how we can find the volume of this simple pyramid here, a 3-sided pyramid. Using matrices, first we find 3 vectors of any chosen point. I chose this point here, and I label these 3 lines as vectors counterclockwise. The first vector is here, the second vector goes counterclockwise, and so does the third vector. The reason I want to label them counterclockwise is because if I label them clockwise, our answer might turn out to be negative. We have the first vector, x1, y1, z1, and the second, and the third. The volume of this pyramid equals to 1/6 times, in these brackets, I cross-multiply v1 and v2. After I get the result, I dot multiply that by v3. And this will be the same thing as this matrix here. The determinant here. So 1/6 times the determinant of this. If we don't have this 1/6, we will find the volume of a cubical shape. So this pyramid is basically 1/6 of a cubical shape. This pyramid here, as you can see, is just like 3 of this basic kind of pyramid. So we find the volume of these 3 pyramids and then add them all together. So let's first find the volume of this pyramid. First we find the vectors. Here I found the vectors. We get these. Now we find the volume of this pyramid. 1/6 times the cross multiply of this vector and this vector, then we dot multiply this vector. So we have here this. And we put the numbers into this matrix, this determinant. We find the determinant times 1/6, and we get 32. We do the same thing for this pyramid and this pyramid. We get these results, we plus them together, and here is the volume of this large pyramid, 116. Now let's have a look at our Python program. First, I will run this. Here we get the same result. Let's see what's in our code. I import numpy as np, so this is a shortcut. First I want to define our coordinates. We can do that by choosing our variable. I name it p1. I call numpy.array. In these brackets, I pass in a list of the coordinates. So with this numpy module, we can import these coordinates. And here, as you can see, I put in the coordinates of our pyramid here. So P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, and T. Now, to find the vectors, over here, we want to find a vector of P4, P5. So I simply say P4, P5 equals P5 subtract P4. And same goes for the other vectors. So P4, P1 equals P1 minus P4. All the way here. Now I find the volumes of the three pyramids. The volume of the first pyramid is 1/6 times, here I call numpy dot dot. This will return the dot multiply of the two arguments we pass in these brackets. The first argument will be numpy dot cross. Numpy dot cross will return the cross multiply of the two arguments we pass in these brackets. So I want to dot multiply the cross multiply of these and this point here, this vector here. And then I find the other two volumes. I plus them together and I print volume. And this is our result. This is the end of this tutorial. If you have any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, please leave them down in the comment sections below. Please subscribe to my channel. I upload a new video every day. Today is January 29th, 2020. My channel is called NetsEDU. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.